Hi children, today we are going to do the topic prepositions. Let's see what's a preposition. Preposition is a word or group of words shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in a sentence. Now look at these examples and understand more about prepositions. She kept her bag under the table. The book is on the table. He pointed to the tree. Now look at these highlighted words: under, on, to. Now let us see the first example. She kept her bag under the table. In this sentence, the word under tells more about the noun bag, and the word under shows the relationship between the word bag and table. Similarly, in the second sentence also you can see the word on shows the relationship between the book and the table. So we can say a preposition is a word or group of words which shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in a sentence. Now look at this picture. In this picture chart, you can see the position of balls. Where is the ball? In the first picture, the ball is in the box. The position of the ball is in the box. You can see where the ball is put. It is inside or in the box. Now look at the second picture. Where is the ball now? The ball is on the box. Now let us look at the third picture. Where is the ball now? The ball is at the box. Okay, there. The ball is there itself, at the box. Now, in fourth picture, you can see the ball is near the box. It is near. And the fifth picture, you can see the ball is under the box. It is kept under the box. Here in the next picture, you can see the ball is kept over the box. Okay, dear children, here you can see a similarity between over and above, but there is some difference. You can see the distance, right? The distance of the ball and the box here, and here also you can see where the ball is kept and where the box is kept. So here you can use that word over for the shorter distance, and here we can use for longer distances we can use above. Okay, the next one is below. The ball is below the box. Here also you can see the ball is under the box. When you say the word under, there won't be any gap between, right? There won't be the gap will be very less. But here when you say the ball is below the box, there will be some more spaces left, right? So the ball is below the box. Then where is the ball now? In this picture, the ball is round or around, right? It is around the red balls. The black ball is around the red balls. Here in the next picture, you can see the ball is through. It is kept through the box. Now let us see the next picture. Now the red ball is among the black balls. When more than two balls are there, you can say it is among. If it is two, if the red ball is between the two black balls, you have to use between. Okay, and if you want to make the ball in center and many are there, more than two balls are there, so you have to use among. Between is only when you use the two, between two objects. If the ball or the thing is kept, you have to use between. Behind. Now the ball is just behind the box. Now the ball is in front of the box. The ball is along, right? It is along. It is going straight, right? Going along the road. Here you can see the ball is across the road. The movement is across. The movement of the ball is across. Here you can see the movement of the ball is up. The ball is going up. The ball is down now, right? In the next picture you can see. Next picture, then the ball, you can see opposites. See, the ball is opposite. When you place the things like this, we can say opposite. Then when the thing is jumped onto the other surface, you can use onto. And when the ball falls from there, you have to use off. Now when you throw the ball inside the box, you can use into. Then in the box, when it is thrown out, you can use out of. The ball is out of the box. Next picture, the ball is passed, right? Here you can see a black ball over here and it is walked past. So it is past. The preposition used over here is past. Now you have to concentrate on the red balls which is shown in this picture. And in this picture, next to the ball, where is the ball? The position of ball is next to the box, or by the box, or beside the box. The meanings are same. Next to the box, by the box, and beside the box. Next, the ball is against. You can see it is against the wall. We say against the wall and all, right? Like that, the ball is against the wall, against the box. Next is the ball is over the box. Now from here to there, right? From to. So the red ball, yes, it is moving from black ball to another black ball. Towards. When two are confronted, so we can use the ball is going towards red black ball. So these are the positions which we have to use. These are the prepositions which you have to use in the sentences. I hope you understood that. Now let us see some examples of prepositions which shows location, time and movement. The words like above, behind, below, beside, between, by, in, inside, near, on, over, through. Another example is I am in the pool. Now time. Examples of prepositions of time are given: after, before, by, during, from, on, past, since, through, to, until, upon. We will meet after swimming lessons. These are all talking about the time. Now prepositions of movements: against, along, down, from, into, off, on, onto, out of, for, toward, up, upon, and getting out of the pool. So these are the examples of prepositions. Prepositions are divided into three sections. The first one is prepositions of time. Next category is preposition of place, and the third category is preposition of direction or movement, as you have seen. Dear children, here you can see a pyramid of the prepositions of time and location over here. Here you can see in the pyramid you can see in is used for time. How it is used for time when you say the centuries, 19th century, like in the 1800s, and when you talk about the decades, you can use in the 80s, right? Years, before years we have to use in 1970, 1981. For the months you can use July, May and all. In July my birthday is in November. Weeks, 2 weeks, right? In 2 weeks you have to submit your project in 2 weeks time, right? So the word in can be used both in time and also for location. For the time, the examples are given. It should be used for centuries, before centuries, writing centuries and decades, and years, months, weeks, etc. The next is on. On is more specific or smaller. Oxford Street. Now, however, we have to use this on. May 7th, 1964. Days on my birthday. Weekend on Friday or the weekend. Whereas here in location you can see Oxford Street. It's the name of the street. Corner, streets, avenues. They're all you can use the word on. Next is at. When you are very specific about something, you have to use the word at. For example, 7 a.m., 12 o'clock, 5 p.m. So these words, in front of these words we can use the preposition at 7 a.m., at 12 o'clock, at 5 p.m. right? Whereas in location we can use the word at for the very specific places. For example, at 734 Oxford Street, at the store, right? When we give specific thing, we have to use that at. Here in you can see when it is talking about the bigger places, bigger things, we are using in. For bigger places like countries, cities, name of the cities, name of the big towns, we are using in front of that. In, I live in India. In England, right? It's the name of a country. In London, it's the name of a city. In Chinatown, it's a neighborhood. Name of our neighborhood, it's again a city. Oxford Street, it's the name of a street. The corner, avenues. Using on for to be little more specific. Right, if you are telling in England, it will be generally you are telling, right? So but when you little bit specific, you have to use on, right? On Oxford Street, on particular. Whereas at we can use for smaller places, small town, small area, we can use that. At Kuriachura. Yes, my school is at Kuriachura. I am at school now. At school, at library, at my home. Next is prepositions of place. In, at, on. The same thing applicable to here also. In countries, name of the country we had to use in. In India, I live in India, right? So we are using in between before the noun. Countries, cities, town, and places having some boundary. At shows an exact position or particular place. On things, something is in a position above something else and touching it. On. Then between, space which separates two places people or objects. Between is used between two people or two places or two objects, whereas among is used for more than two persons or things. Next is preposition of direction or the place. You can say she went to the library. He ran away when he felt that someone was coming towards him. So in this sentences you can see the direction. The preposition shows direction. She went to the library. He ran away. These are all shows. Exercise A. Tick the correct prepositions in the brackets. Jack climbed dash the beanstalk. In or up. Jack climbed up the beanstalk. Up. Climbed up or climbed down we use. The answer is climbed up. Cinderella left for or by the ball. Cinderella left for the ball. The lion peered dash over the well. Into or over. So he had to use into. The lion peered into the well. The mouse ran through or up the clock. The mouse ran through the clock. Up the clock it's different, but through the clock you have seen the picture of through. The ball is through the box. Remember that picture and write the answer. The mouse ran through the clock. Hansel and Gretel got lost in on the woods. Woods is a large area and it's a general thing, so we have to use in. Hansel and Gretel got lost in the woods. Next is Wee Willie Winkie runs through or over the town. The answer will be Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town. It's not over the town, it is through the town. Now let's look at these answers. You can check your answers. Next is exercise number B. Fill in the blanks with prepositions from the box. In the bracket they had given down, to, outside, of, from, near, with, by, for, against. The first one, I won a gold medal dash my essay on recycling. I won a gold medal for is the correct answer, for my essay on recycling. Now let's do the second one. Kalindi was leaning dash the door when it swung open. Kalindi was leaning against the door when it swung open. The answer is leaning against. When you say leaning against the wall, leaning against the door, we use the word against. Leaning against. John has gone to Agra dash his parents. John has gone to Agra with his parents. Lena borrowed a book dash Jaya. Lena borrowed a book from Jaya. We live dash the school, so we are able to walk there easily. We live near the school, so we are able to walk there easily. When the movie finished, tears were rolling dash her cheeks. When the movie finished, tears were rolling down her cheeks. Like that, you can do the exercise number 7 to 10 by your own, and you can check the answers now. start the exercise. A big dog is lying dash the grass. You have to look at the picture and say a big dog is lying dash the grass. In the grass or on the grass? On the grass. A big dog is lying on the grass. 3 tiny kittens are sitting before or between his paws. 3 tiny kittens are sitting. Is it before or between? It is. You can see the 2 legs, two paws. One paw is that side, and the and the kitten are between these 2 paws. There are 2 things. There are 2 paws. So you can use between. The 4th kitten is perched dash his head. A 4th kitten. Where is the 4th one? You can see it is on top or above his head. On top of. The big dog is gentle for or with the kittens. The big dog is gentle with the kittens. With is the answer. With the kittens. However, he does have a funny look in or on his face. However, he does have a funny look on his face. You can do the exercise number 6 and 7. And you can check the answers now. So dear children, we are going to do the next section of this chapter, that is how to identify an adverb and a preposition. So we have already learned what is an adverb, right? Adverb is something which we only add something to the verb, right? Add meaning to a verb or an adjective or another adverb in a sentence. That is adverb. But preposition is showing the relationship between noun or pronoun with other things, things in the sentences. Now let's see how to identify these two. So a preposition always followed by a noun or pronoun. For example, the chicks are in the nest. Here the chicks is a noun, are in the nest. Here the nest is a noun, and the word in is a preposition over here. So always a preposition always is followed by a noun. I left my bag on the bus. On the bus. Here in the sentence, on is a preposition and it is always followed by a noun. So here it is, the bus is a noun. Whereas an adverb tells us about a verb or an action. It does not have a noun or pronoun after that. So it is very easy to identify that after the adverb there won't be any noun or pronoun. There will be only the adverb. After that there will be anything. So here see the sentence. The children played inside. Here after the verb played, inside is given, right? It is telling more about this verb played. Word did the children play? The children played inside. And after this word there is no noun which is following. So it is an adverb. The baby is sleeping. The baby is sleeping there. Here the word there, after the verb sleeping, we have seen the verb there. It is telling more about the verb sleeping. And after there is no noun accompanied. So we can say it is an adverb. There is an adverb. So in these sentences, the words inside and there tells us about the verbs played and sleeping. They are not followed by nouns or pronouns. Hence, They are adverbs. So it is very easy to identify what is a preposition. Preposition always followed by a noun or pronoun. A preposition always followed by a noun, whereas an adverb will not follow anything. After the adverb, there won't be any noun or pronoun. Now let us take the exam exercise D. Write whether each underlined word is an adverb or a preposition. We trekked over the mountain pass. We trekked over the mountain pass. See, look at the sentence. Over is a preposition, right? We is a subject, trekked is a verb, and over shows the relationship between trekked, right, and others in the sentence. So over is the preposition. So over is a preposition. After the all, just see whether there is a noun or pronoun. Yes, there is a noun. The mountain pass. The mountain pass is a noun. So it is the word over is a preposition. So you can write over here preposition. John and Aman went outside. Here, after the verb went, outside is given. After the word outside, there is no noun or pronoun, and it is telling more about the verb went. So this outside is an adverb. Next sentence, they are building a bridge across the river. They are building a bridge across the river. Here, after across the river, across, the word across, the river is given. So the river is a noun. It is followed by this across, right? So it's a preposition. So we have to write over here preposition. Alia ran upstairs. Here upstairs is underlined. It is a preposition or adverb. After this upstairs, there is no noun or pronoun, and it is telling more about the verb ran. So it is adverb. Your clothes are in the washing machines. Here the word which is underlined is in. In is a preposition or adverb. After the word in, is there any noun or pronoun? Yes, there is a noun. In the washing machine. Washing machine is a noun. So in is preposition. Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down? After the word down, is there any noun used or noun or pronoun? No. So this down is an adverb, not a preposition. So like that you can do exercise 7 and 8 and check your answers here. Now let's take exercise number E. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions to complete this paragraph. So here they had given 3 paragraphs. So let's do the first paragraph by filling up the suitable prepositions. First thing, you have to keep in mind all the common prepositions which you have to use. Then we can start this. Birds are the only animals dash feathers dash their bodies. So birds are the only animals with feathers in or on their bodies. Feathers are on their body, right? So on their bodies. Birds lay eggs. They sit dash their eggs. They sit. Where they will sit? They sit on their eggs to keep them warm until they hatch. Birds have wings dash fly. Birds have wings to fly. Birds that can fly have skeletons dash hollow bones. Birds that can fly have skeletons with hollow bones. They use their beaks to pick up food and dash, food and to bite and chew. Second exercise. A reptile's body is usually covered dash hard. A reptile's body is usually covered with hard, tough scales or shells. Turtles, crocodiles and snakes are some reptiles. Reptiles reproduce dash laying eggs. So the answer will be reptiles reproduce by laying eggs. Alligators are usually found in fresh water, while crocodiles are mostly found dash seawater. So there also we have to use in. Both have tough scales dash their bodies. Again it will be on their bodies. Both have tough scales on their bodies. Snakes are also scaly. They have flexible jaws dash eat prey bigger than their heads. They have flexible jaws to eat. Now let's check the answers. Third answer you can do by your own and check the answers. Before doing the exercise number F, let us take page number 93. Confusing prepositions. In confusing prepositions, you have three sets of preposition. The first one is among and between, that we discussed already. Among and between. Between means when something in the middle of or shared by two people or two objects or two things, we are using between. Whereas when we use more than two people or two things, we use among. When we share the middle by two people or more than two people, we have to use the word among. Next is beside and besides. Beside means next to, nearby, and besides means in addition to. The next word is in and into. In we are using for without movement. A stationary position means without any movement, a still position. Right? There we have to use in. And if there is some movement, into suggests some movements from one place to another. There we have to use into. If there is movement from one place to another, there we have to use into. Whereas in is used in a still position without any movement. So dear children, so we have covered the entire topic of prepositions in your grammar, from your grammar and more textbook. We have discussed what is a preposition, which are the types of preposition, and how an adverb and preposition are differed,